Hi, patrons!
Hello, patrons.
Da da
So,
da 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 da. You say it's your birthday. Da 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 da. It's Annika's birthday too. Yeah.
woo. Yeah, today is my 30th birthday, which is like really exciting. Um,
Can I say something as somebody who's about to turn 45 next month?
mhm.
I really believe I do think your 20s can be better than your teens, but they're not always. Traditionally, like sweeping generalizations here, people, and based on my experience, my teens were not great. My 20s were not great. My 30s were a vast improvement over my 20s, and my 40s, even though like this was one of the shittiest years of my life, still way better. Like it just keeps getting better. I think if you're doing it right, which I think you
Fingers
are
crossed.
doing it right. Hold your thumb.
Fingers crossed.
So, newsflash, in Sweden, they don't do cross your fingers for hoping or wishing for good luck. They say hold your thumb, which I think is hilarious.
Absolutely
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay.
Sorry, it is really funny. Um, Mostly because like I just picture people going around being like, "I'm holding my thumb for you," and like just showing someone a fist, and like and that just is such a great.
To me, it's too close to like pull my finger.
Mm.
I don't know why, but it just is.
It's like opposite reactions, like or opposite actions. Like one's pulling and the other one's just holding it.
I
So I
know.
don't know.
Anyway.
Anyway, we digress. Today is my 30th birthday.
Yay.
Um, which is like super exciting. And so today for Vlogmas, I thought I would do 30 random facts about me for my 30th
Do
birthday.
I get to offer in editorial commentary when I want?
Yeah,
Am
go
I
for
free
it.
to do that? Okay.
Okay. All right. So to start us off, well, also I don't know if anyone else will find these interesting or whatever, but like I actually like worked decently hard on this list,
They did.
so please like it. Um, and if you don't tell me that you don't like it. That
Yeah.
that's
Just
that's
keep,
that's all
if
I
you don't have
ask.
anything nice to say in this situation, just
Please keep,
don't.
yeah. Okay. So random fact number one. The only book I have never finished is Moby Dick by Herman Melville. I got like 200 pages into it and just
Couldn't.
couldn't take anymore. And I feel like this is an important thing to say because like I've read Les Miserables more than once at this point, and I've read through the whole entire Bible also more than once at this entire point, and I still cannot get through Moby Dick. Like
Herman
I
Melville broke you.
Melville broke me. And like I've tried rereading it being like, okay, we're just gonna power through this and get through it, and I just still can't. I don't.
But this is the deal that I think. Yes, I think there's important works for anybody to read. However, first off, let's talk about the canon in general. It's bullshit because it includes so few women and people of color. It's like all white men, A. Some of those are good, and some of them are just, I don't know.
It's just more for the. It's just more for the like ability to say that I've finished every book I've read. Like that's more of why I wanted to get through it, not because I enjoyed the book.
Oh, I know, but I'm like, that's my argument. That's my argument is that there's so many good books and life is short. I
Yeah.
think you made the right choice by stopping to read it. Like, don't waste time reading books you don't love reading. Because there's tons of books you would love reading that the day you die, you're not going to be like, I'm really glad I powered through Moby Dick even though I hated it. You're going to be like, there's these books I never read. And
Yeah.
do you feel like a sense of,
Failure.
yeah, like you prematurely ejaculated in the literary world because you
That was I love that that was the comparison you decided to go through or go for. But yes, yes, I feel like I don't know. I'm a finisher. I like finishing things. And like it gives me a real sense of satisfaction finishing things, and I just, yeah, I don't know.
There's so many books I've started and been like, no, moving on. And like,
No, I power through even with those books, which is honestly like worked okay for me because like I hated Pride and Prejudice for
I loved
like
it.
I'd say probably the first 3 quarters of the book, and then like it just like clicked in my brain and I loved it all of a sudden. And the same thing happened with Macbeth with me too. Like I don't know. So like powering through has really like helped me find some of like my favorite literature, but
Okay, Jane Austen had me at that opening line. The the opening line to Pride and Prejudice. Like she had me at that. I like Jane Austen because I feel like I took a literary theory course like 2 semesters ago called what was it called? I really liked it actually. But and my professor was amazing. But one thing I disagreed with him about was he was very anti Jane Austen.
mm,
And he's like, it's all just bougie shit. And I was like, I disagree. Because I think if you take what she was doing in the time and place she was doing it,
yeah.
she was really pressing against social norms, A. Like Lizzie Bennet is pressing against social norms
Oh,
of the
completely.
time. And she's very witty and funny, like Jane Austen is. So I disagree with him. I agreed with him about almost everything else. But that, I was like, you lost me. Okay, go on.
All right. Number 2, I love cheesy pickup lines. And to be honest, like the really punny ones are the ones that like will actually get people a date if they use them on me.
So
So
anybody who wants to date Annika, their
cheesy pickup
pan.
line and
So
dad joke.
everyone is on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't have a type. It's true. Like, yeah.
if you want to go on a date with Annika, you should just slide in their DMs with some good punny pickup lines.
Yeah. Like it's honestly the quickest way to my heart is through puns and cheesy pickup lines. Like it's true. All right, number 3. I am terrified of birds. Um like every bird, like I love them. I think they're absolutely precious, but they terrify me except for pigeons. Like I love pigeons.
Which pigeons are
But
like the
what?
rats of the. Well, rats are really smart and cool too, but they're considered. I mean, they're looked down upon as like the rodents of the bird world.
I know they are, which is sad because they're so stupid, but they're so sweet and precious.
They're like
And
Hamilton.
they do not have the. Okay, hold on. Linnea, Tobin, please stop. Tobin, do not climb on your bed like that. That is a good way to break it. Get down, please. Okay, I don't care if she does it. She's not supposed to either. Get down, please. Thank you.
Real parenting moment.
Yeah. Um, so me being the avid reader that I am and also really into animals, I read in this one encyclopedia that like the bigger birds like macaws and cockatoos have the power in their jaws to slice cleanly through
They
a
do.
human finger, which is true
They
because
do.
they do. And they don't have the part of their brain if they feel threatened to like not do that. And so like big birds scared the living daylights out of me, honestly. However, after reading that, I'm like, I just need to deal with it, and I can't not like one animal. Like that just doesn't work. Hold on just a sec.
Okay.
Because apparently I'm the only person that can parent today. 1 sec. Yeah. Hey. I'm not asking you again. She's already asked you twice to get off of her bed. This is her space. You need to
Be respectful of that. If she asks you to get out of her space, you get out of her space. Right then, the first time she asks. She's not consenting for you to be in her space, so get out.
Teaching your children consent. Happening right here.
And if you both could stop yelling, I'd really appreciate it because you are not yelling people out. Yes? Thank you. Get down. Let's go. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Good job teaching your children about consent, though.
Thank you. So me being terrified of birds happened like before high school, and so starting my senior year of high school, I started volunteering at the local not wild bird rescue, but like pet bird rescue that we had in town, and I volunteered there for 3 years to like try and get over my fear of birds, and it didn't work, but I fell in love with creatures that like absolutely still terrify me. So let's see. I'm also terrified of clowns, and I have not found a good way to use volunteering to get over that one.
You could go to clown school.
I don't want to go to clown school.
That would be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, go on.
I think it's the makeup. Like the whole like
okay.
You can't really read their faces because the makeup says that they're sad, even if they're not. Like
not all clowns do that, but the ones that don't look sad look maniacal and creepy AF.
I think it's the makeup.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, Bigfoot is my favorite cryptid, and the Loch Ness Monster is a very, very close second. And I think Bigfoot's my favorite over the Loch Ness Monster because Bigfoot is a local cryptid to hear. So let's see. Number 6. My arm span is 2 inches longer than my height.
Which A, you're tall, and B, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm 5'9". And I have a 5'11" arm span, which honestly like makes me really angry because if my arms could grow that much, like my legs should have been able to grow those extra 2 inches. And then I wouldn't be the shortest person in my family. So I'm a little bitter. Let's see. Number 7. I have a scar on the top of my left foot from it getting caught on the bottom of a kitchen cabinet. And I got 6 stitches. Number 8, I have a scar on the bottom of my right foot where I stepped on a plastic straw in a trash bag and it went right through my foot and I got 8 stitches.
Ow.
So while the kitchen is like my favorite room of our house and generally any place I've ever lived, it's also like the most dangerous for me. Yeah, let's see. Number 9, Rigoletto was the first op I saw, and it got me hooked on operas. Our school had an opera club, or one of the high schools that I went to had an opera club, and you could pay $10 for each opera, and
that is like ridiculously cheap.
Yeah, and we'd go on dress rehearsal nights. But I mean, like, $10 for dress rehearsal tickets, like, it was honestly, like, the most amazing thing. So, number 10, Rigoletto impacted me so much that I wrote a 10-page paper for IB Music comparing a bunch of different opera singers singing La Donna Immobile, which is, like, the most famous song from Rigoletto, and they use the music for it in, like, a bunch of commercials still today. And I wrote a 10-page paper talking about how those differences impacted the emotional aspects of the song. And I had to chart how many hours I spent listening to this music. Mm-hmm. And like anytime that I worked on this paper, like using that music, I had to document it. And I spent over 100 hours listening to this one song over and over and over again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I really liked it. Let's see. In high school, I was the president of chess club, opera club, swing dancing club, and book club. And I started the chess club and swing dancing club and book club, which is why I was the president of them. I was the president of opera club because I have really good organizational skills and was a complete nerd for opera. So, and the teacher's like, yes, a high school student that gets it, you can be in charge of this. And I'm like, all right. Me being the type of person that I am, I want to collect all of the things. And being president of all of the clubs was the way I wanted to go and be it. I was also the librarian for marching band because of my supreme organizational skills and the fact that I said yes to doing that because then I could get out of classes I didn't want to go to and go do organizational stuff for band instead. And that really appealed to me. So, yes. Let's see. Number 12, I used to be a florist. And thanks to that, I know that I absolutely hate baby's breath. And also thanks to that, I know that I also hate the smell of freesia. Like, it's really one of the most like popular aromatic flowers, but like it just smells.
I feel like it's sickeningly sweet, freesia.
Interestingly enough, like to me, it smells spicy, but like not in a good way. Like it smells like rotting spices to me, and so it's never appealed to me. However, my manager at the flower shop that I worked at like absolutely loved it, and we always had it in stock. And like she'd put it right by the front door, and so like when we walk in, it would just like, whew, and so gross. So if anyone here who decides that they want to date me and sends me cheesy pickup lines, please don't buy me freesia or baby's breath. Anyway,
what is your favorite flower?
My favorite
to
flower
receive from people.
It's a tie for me. So my two favorite flowers are Gerber daisies. Like I absolutely love Gerber daisies, and I love calla lilies. Those are my two favorites.
Okay.
So, yes. Let's see. Number 13. I had a lot of pets growing up. And my family is, I'd say, not great at naming things, like in the standard sense. So we had a pet gerbil named Chainsaw. And he was super, super sweet. And in the books that we read about gerbils, all of them say that you don't keep your gerbil solitary, that they need friends, otherwise they get mean. And we're like, oh, Chainsaw is so sweet, he needs a friend. And so we brought another gerbil that we named Killer home, and that was the mistake because Killer was mean and turned Chainsaw mean, which was sad. And I have scars on my pinky from where Chainsaw latched through, like he when he bit me. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So, let's see. Number 14. My nickname since high school has been Snow White because my friends decided that I have magical powers when it comes to animals. I haven't met an animal yet that I haven't been able to win over in like under 5 minutes.
I think you're going to meet your match with Dinah.
What?
I think you might meet your match with Dinah.
Maybe. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, my friends think that I have like supernatural. My friends from high school think I have supernatural animal powers. The real thing is that I used to keep bags of dog and cat treats in my like backpack and like honestly in my pants pockets because you never know where you're going to meet an animal while you're out, and they're all good boys and girls and they all need treats. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I have that magic power. So number 15, the only other nickname I've ever received is Onyx, and that's from my neighbor here, who, when we moved here, thought that that's what my name like actually was. And when she found out that my name wasn't actually Onyx, like she was like completely mortified that she'd been calling me that. And like, I'm like, you gave me a nickname, so I thought we were friends. And she's like, well, we are friends, but I didn't think we were at the nickname point. And I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, and also too, like, since I'm non-binary, we all seem to, there's a running joke that non-binary people pick 4-letter names that are nouns. And I mean, like, it fits. So I think that's also really funny personally. Let's see. Number 16. Careers Annika wanted to pursue but didn't because her parents wouldn't pay for college in whatever varying aspects, or also their parents said, no, that's not a good fit for you. I wanted to be a linguist for the UN. I thought that'd be a really good one. And like, honestly, like,
you would have been good at it too. You pick up languages pretty well.
I do pick up languages really fast. However, like, I feel like I met my match when I tried 400 level Spanish in college out of high school, and I'm like, I'm not going to write papers in English, and I'm definitely not going to write papers in Spanish, and so that's why Annika is not a language major. Let's see. Annika also thought about becoming a veterinarian, but there was too much math involved, and that wasn't happening. I thought about being a set designer for a local theater company, and my parents said no because I'd have to get a degree in set design, and that's not apparently a long-term paying thing in their mind, so that didn't happen. And then the last thing that I wanted to do was be an orchestral member for the Pacific Northwest Ballet. Which moves us into number 17, which is I know how to play the majority of most wind instruments. And that's called, Annika got told no, they weren't allowed to play percussion, but had to choose an instrument, and then couldn't find an instrument until their junior year of high school that they actually enjoyed playing. There you go. Let's see, number 18. In elementary school, I was on the cheer team, president of the chess club, and a repeat first place winner of the science fair. And I was also section leader for wind ensemble, which was exciting. Number 19. I'm still actually really bitter about number 19. Here we go. Yeah, the only year I didn't win first place at the science fair in elementary school, I won second, and I did the science fair 4 years in a row. And the one year that I won second place instead of first place was the year that I based my science experiment on the meerkats at the LA Zoo, and spent lots and lots of hours at the LA Zoo, literally just sitting and watching the meerkats in their exhibit and compiling data about their habits. And I'm still really bitter that I didn't win second place. And the feedback that I got for that one was that there wasn't a control enough, or my control wasn't designated enough. I'm like, they're wild animals. There is no control. But I still have lots of feelings about it. Hold on, I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
Ugh. All right.
Well, and really, you only need a control if you understand research at all, which I had to take a research and methods class, you only need a control if your experiment is at the level of research or you're trying to prove causation.
Yeah.
But you weren't. You were just at like the description level of research, you know?
That year I was, yeah.
So I'm just saying that's dumb that they're like, you needed this control, which it's like you don't always need a control depending on what your hypothesis is.
Yep.
Okay, sorry. Just ranting.
I know. Okay. My first appearance on TV where I was interviewed was in second grade for my first science fair when I was the youngest person in the district to take overall first place in the science fair. And yeah, I'm actually really proud of that one still. Let's see. Number 21. I have a spreadsheet that I enter all of my receipts into, and they stay there for 30 days or until the warranty expiration period is up on the receipts. I have a separate spreadsheet for all of my food receipts, and I have another spreadsheet for all of my other purchases.
I made Annika add this one because it's so not anything I would ever do, ever. And I'm just like, okay.
I also have like a box that fits all of my receipts perfectly, and the amount of joy that it brings me is probably not normal, but that's okay. Like, I got really, really excited when I got it from IKEA, and I think I showed everyone in our friend group because I was so excited. And then had to show them with the receipts in the box because I had to prove that it fits so perfectly. Let's see. Number 22. I was in a Cyndi Lauper music video as a kid.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, my great-grandpa, my grandpa, and my uncle all work for CBS, and she filmed, like...
Girls Just Want to Have Fun, video. Right?
I think so.
Was it like on a street, like a city street, and people dancing down it? That's Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Okay. To be honest, I was like 5, so I don't really remember which one it was. I just remember there being a lot of people and being told and like kind of told when we were supposed to like walk. So like I didn't have any like horribly exciting role. I was like literally just like an extra who walked across the street. But 5-year-old me was.
We have to try and find it. Did it make the final cut?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to look up the video later and see.
We're going to look and see if we can find Annika. Let's see. Number 23. I came out as bisexual at 12. Well, actually, I first came out as a lesbian and then realized, no, I like guys too. And then just realized I like everybody and don't have a type, and like everyone's attractive until they open up their mouths, and then that changes real quick. And then I came out as non-binary this year when I was 29. So yeah, let's see. Number 24. I have really good thrift mojo. Like,
we're gonna get together, and it's gonna be like Wonder Twin powers activate. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I normally will just like verbalize, like, I want to find X thing. And then generally in like the next 3 trips, I end up finding it. And it's really cool. So, yeah. Let's see. Number 25. I only started knitting socks in July, and I have knit 14 pairs since then.
So and awesome.
I'm done with pair 15 and pair 16.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm actually like really excited by it. Let's see, number 26. My favorite classical piece is The Planet Symphony by Holst. It even has a piece for Pluto, which like I absolutely love. My most favorite part of the Planet Symphony is Jupiter, and there's one part that like almost always makes me cry, and we played it in orchestra, and like I was section leader in orchestra when we played it, and like all of the other people in my section were guys, and like I don't cry in front of people generally, but and they had never seen me cry at this point, and I honestly freaked out all three of them because all of a sudden
You were weeping.
their section leader is like just sitting there weeping, and they didn't know what to do. And yeah, I think it's funny now. It was like completely mortifying at the time, but yeah. Number 27. I prefer sour candy or gummy candy to chocolate like 99% of the time. Like I'm actually not a huge fan of chocolate. But I love sour candy, and like the more sour the better. Yeah. Let's see. Number 28. Speaking of gummy candy, or sour candy, I love watermelon flavored things and I love lemon flavored things, but I hate the smell of watermelon scented things and lemon scented things, except for lemon cleaning products. I love the smell of lemon cleaning products. But like I will eat lemon or watermelon flavored pretty much anything. So
Huh.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Number 29. I love kids, in case people didn't know. Like, being a parent is like one of my favorite things. And I didn't know that I wanted kids until I had them. And now that we had kids, like, I wanted as many kids as possible because I clock things. But actually, it's just because I really, really enjoy parenting. But the baby stage is my favorite. Like, that newborn stage where they, like, cry and don't sleep a lot, like, is actually my favorite. Like, I love it. And the teenage stage is, like, preteen. Like, early teen stage is honestly my least favorite and makes my brain hurt, so... Yes. Let's see. Number 30. Oh, this is the last one. Yay. Okay. My favorite dinosaur is the Lambeosaurus. And it's really cool because depending on the region that the Lambeosauruses are found, their crest changes, but they all look like they have mohawks, and I love it.
That's cool.
Like 50s style greaser like mohawks, and I love it. So,
Cool.
yeah, that's it.
Yay.
Those are 30 fun facts about me.
Happy
Ta-da.
birthday, Annika.
Yeah.
Are we going to end here?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, patrons.
Bye.